NENOMATICA, where mathematics meets YouTube excellence. Welcome to our math tutorial. Today we're going to learn about factoring the difference of squares, a powerful algebraic technique that helps us simplify expressions. The difference of squares formula states that a squared minus b squared can be factored as a plus b times a minus b. Let's start with our first example. We want to factor the expression x squared y to the fourth power minus 9z squared. Let's identify what a and b are in this expression. Looking at the formula, a squared is x squared y to the fourth, so is xy squared. And b squared is 9z squared, so b is 3z. Now we can apply our formula. We have a plus b times a minus b, which is xy squared plus 3z times xy squared minus 3z. Let's move on to our second example. Here we have 2 minus a squared. For this example, we need to rearrange it first to match our difference of squares formula. We can rewrite this as the square root of 2 squared minus a squared. Now we can identify that a is the square root of 2 and b is a. Applying the difference of squares formula, we get square root of 2 plus a times square root of 2 minus a. We can visualize this geometrically. Imagine a square with side length square root of 2 and another square with side length a. The difference of their areas represents our original expression. Now, let's try our final example. We want to factor x squared over 4 minus 1 over 25. Before I continue, I encourage you to pause and try factoring this expression yourself using the difference of squares formula. Let's identify the parts in our formula. First, we rewrite the expression as the square of x over 2 minus the square of 1 over 5. Now, is x over 2 and b is 1 over 5. Applying the difference of squares formula, we get x over 2 plus 1 over 5 times x over 2 minus 1 over 5. And this is our factored form. Excellent job if you got the same answer. Let's summarize what we've learned about factoring difference of squares. The key formula to remember is a squared minus b squared equals a plus b times a minus b. We saw 3 examples of increasing complexity, first with algebraic terms, then with square roots, and finally with fractions. In each case, we identified what a and b were, then applied the formula. For practice, try factoring expressions like 16x squared minus 25y squared or 4x to the fourth power minus 9. In our next lesson, we'll explore the reverse process, expanding products using FOIL. Feel free to practice these problems and ask questions if you need help. We have 16x squared minus 36 y squared. Our goal is to factor this expression into the product of 2 binomials. The first step is to recognize that this expression follows the pattern of a difference of squares. The difference of squares formula states that a squared minus b squared equals a minus b times a plus b. This is a fundamental algebraic identity that will apply to our problem. Step 2. We need to identify what terms correspond to a squared and b squared in our difference of squares formula. Looking at our expression, 16x squared is a squared, which means a equals 4x. And 36y squared is b squared, which means b equals 6y. Step 3. Now we can apply the difference of squares formula. We have it equals 4x and b equals 6y. Substituting these values into our formula, a squared minus b squared equals a minus b times a plus b. We get 4x minus 6, y times 4x plus 6y. Step 4. We can factor out common terms from each binomial to simplify our expression further. Notice that 4x minus 6, y has a common factor of 2. We can rewrite this as 2 times 2x minus 3y. Similarly, 4x plus 6y equals 2 times 2x plus 3y. So our final factorization is 2 times 2x minus 3, y times 2 times 2x plus 3y, which equals 4 times 2x minus 3, y times 2x plus 3y. Let's move on to our second example, which demonstrates a more general pattern. We have a squared x squared minus b squared y squared. For this more general example, we'll apply the same difference of squares formula. We identify a squared as a squared x squared, which means it equals ax. Similarly, b squared is b squared y squared, so b equals by. Applying our formula, we get ax minus by times ax plus by. Let's visualize the difference of squares geometrically to better understand this formula. Here, we have 2 squares. The larger blue square has side length A, and the smaller red square has side length B. The difference of their areas represents a squared minus b squared. If we rearrange this difference, we can form a rectangle. The width of this rectangle is a minus b, and the height is a plus b. The area of this rectangle is a minus b times a plus b, which equals a squared minus b squared. Let's summarize what we've learned about factoring differences of squares. The key pattern to recognize is a squared minus b squared, which factors as a minus b times a plus b. We've seen how to apply this to specific examples like 16x squared minus 36y squared, which equals 4 times 2x minus 3y times 2x plus 3y. We've also seen the general form as squared x squared minus b squared y squared, which equals ax minus by times ax plus by. And we've visualized this geometrically to understand why this factorization works. This technique is very useful in algebra, calculus, and many other areas of mathematics. To become proficient with factoring differences of squares, try practicing with more examples. Look for expressions that fit the pattern as squared minus b squared, and apply the formula we've learned. We want to simplify the expression a to the power 6 plus 1, all squared, minus a to the power 6 minus 1, all squared. Let's solve this step by step. First, let's restate our problem. We have the difference of two squares, the square of a to the power 6 plus 1, minus the square of a to the power 6 minus 1. For this step, we'll apply the difference of squares formula, which states that a squared minus b squared equals a plus b times a minus b. Let's identify the parts. We'll set it equal to a to the power 6 plus 1, and b equal to a to the power 6 minus 1. Applying the formula, we get the first bracket, a to the power 6 plus 1 minus a to the power 6 minus 1, and the second bracket, a to the power 6 plus 1 plus a to the power 6 minus 1. Now, let's simplify the expressions within each bracket. Looking at the first bracket, a to the power 6 plus 1 minus a to the power 6 minus 1, we can combine like terms. The a to the power 6 terms cancel out, and we're left with 1 minus negative 1, which gives us 2. Now, let's simplify the second bracket. We have a to the power 6 plus 1 plus a to the power 6 minus 1. Combining like terms, we get 2 times a to the power 6 plus 0, which is just 2a to the power 6. Finally, we multiply the terms together. 2 times 2a to the power 6 equals 4a to the power 6. Perfect! We've successfully simplified our expression. Now, let's move on to our second example. We want to simplify the expression x to the power 5 minus x. Let's solve this step by step as well. First, we can factor out x from both terms. This gives us x times x to the fourth minus 1. Now, let's focus on the expression x to the fourth minus 1. We can view this as a difference of squares. X to the fourth minus 1 can be written as x squared minus 1 times x squared plus 1, since x to the fourth is x squared squared, and 1 squared is just 1. So we factored it as x times x squared minus 1 times x squared plus 1. Let's continue by focusing on the factor x squared minus 1. This is also a difference of squares, since x squared is x times x, and 1 is 1 squared. So x squared minus 1 equals x plus 1 times x minus 1. Now our expression becomes x times x plus 1 times x minus 1 times x squared plus 1. Finally, let's rearrange the terms to get our final answer. We can write our expression as x times x plus 1 times x minus 1 times x squared plus 1. And that's our fully factored form. Let's summarize what we've learned. In our first example, we simplified the difference of squares expression a to the power 6 plus 1 squared minus a to the power 6 minus 1 squared, and found that it equals 4a to the power 6. In our second example, we factored the expression x to the power 5 minus x into x times x plus 1 times x minus 1 times x squared plus 1. The key techniques we used were the difference of squares formula, factoring out common terms, and combining like terms. For further practice, try factoring more complex polynomial expressions and exploring other algebraic techniques, such as completing the square or polynomial division. We need to factorize the expression 2a plus b all squared minus 25. Our first step is to recognize this as a difference of squares. Notice that 25 is 5 squared, so we can rewrite this as 2a plus b all squared minus 5 squared. Now we can apply the difference of squares formula. Remember, a squared minus b squared equals a minus b times a plus b. In our case, a is 2a plus b and b is 5. So we get 2a plus b minus 5 times 2a plus b plus 5. Our final step is to simplify each factor. We'll distribute and combine like terms within each parenthesis. This gives us 2a plus b minus 5 times 2a plus b plus 5. And that's our factored form for the first example. Now, let's move on to our second example. Here we need to factorize 1 minus the quantity 2x minus 3 all squared. Again, we'll start by recognizing this as a difference of squares. We can write 1 as 1 squared, so our expression becomes 1 squared minus the quantity 2x minus 3 all squared. Now we apply the difference of squares formula, whereas 1 and b is 2x minus 3. This gives us 1 minus the quantity 2x minus 3 times 1 plus the quantity 2x minus 3. Let's simplify each factor. We'll distribute and combine like terms. For the first factor, 1 minus 2x plus 3 simplifies to 4 minus 2x. For the second factor, 1 plus 2x minus 3 simplifies to 2x minus 2. We can factor further by taking out common factors from each term. From the first factor, we can take out 2 to get 2 times 2 minus x. From the second factor, we can also take out 2 to get 2 times x minus 1. This gives us 2 times 2 minus x times 2 times x minus 1, which equals 4 times 2 minus x times x minus 1. And there we have our final factored form for the second example. 1 minus the quantity 2x minus 3, all squared, equals 4 times 2 minus x times x minus 1. Let's compare both examples side by side. In both cases, we applied the same strategy. Recognize the difference of squares pattern. Apply the formula a squared minus b squared equals a minus b times a plus b, and then simplify each factor. The key insight is recognizing when an expression can be written as a difference of squares. Light bulb, let's summarize what we've learned. To factorize a difference of squares. Step 1. Identify the expression as a difference of squares in the form a squared minus b squared. Step 2. Apply the formula a squared minus b squared equals a minus b times a plus b. Step 3. Simplify each factor by combining like terms. Step 4. If possible, factor out any common terms from the factors. This pattern is incredibly useful in algebra and calculus. We have the expression 4x plus 3 squared minus 3x minus 1 squared. This is a difference of squares pattern. To factor this expression, we'll apply the difference of squares formula. The formula states that a squared minus b squared equals a minus b times a plus b. First, we identify that our terms are 4x plus 3 and 3x minus 1. Let's write our expression as the difference of the two squared terms. Now, we apply the difference of squares formula, a minus b times a plus b. So we get 4x plus 3 minus 3x minus 1 times 4x plus 3x minus 1. Let's simplify the factors one by one. For the first factor, 4x plus 3 minus 3x minus 1, we combine like terms. 4x minus 3x equals x, and 3 minus negative 1 equals 3 plus 1, which is 4. So we get x plus 4. For the second factor, 4x plus 3x minus 1, we combine like terms again. 4x plus 3x equals 7x, and 3 minus 1 equals 2. So we get 7x plus 2. Our final factored form is x plus 4 times 7x plus 2. Let's move on to our second example. We have 16x to the fourth power minus 625. This is another difference of squares pattern, but with perfect squares. To factor this expression, we first need to express it as a difference of perfect squares. We can recognize that 16x to the fourth is equal to 4x squared, and 625 is equal to 25 squared. So our expression becomes 4x squared minus 25 squared. Now, we can apply the difference of squares formula. This gives us 4x squared minus 25 times 4x squared plus 25. But we can factor this even more, because 4x squared minus 25 is also a difference of squares. 4x squared is equal to 2x squared, and 25 is equal to 5 squared. So we can write 4x squared minus 25 as 2x minus 5 times 2x plus 5. Putting it all together, we substitute the factorization of 4x squared minus 25 back into our previous expression. We get 2x minus 5 times 2x plus 5 times 4x squared plus 25. So the complete factorization of 16x to the fourth minus 625 is 2x minus 5 times 2x plus 5 times 4x squared plus 25. Let's look at our final example. We have 121 cubed x minus 49 ax cubed. This expression has a common factor, so we'll factor it out first. Let's identify the common factor in this expression. We can see that both terms have a and x's common factors. So we can factor out ax from the expression. This gives us ax times 121 squared minus 49x squared. Now, looking at the expression inside the parentheses, we notice it's another difference of squares pattern. Let's rewrite the terms inside the parentheses to recognize the difference of squares pattern. 121 squared is equal to 11 squared, and 49x squared is equal to 7x squared. Applying the difference of squares formula, we get ax times 11 minus 7x times 11 plus 7x. So the complete factorization of 121 cubed x minus 49ax cubed is ax times 11 minus 7x times 11 plus 7x. Let's summarize what we've learned about factoring algebraic expressions. We've seen three key factoring patterns. First, the difference of squares. A squared minus b squared equals a minus b times a plus b. Second, we can sometimes apply the difference of squares multiple times to factor completely. And third, always look for common factors first before applying other factoring techniques. Try practicing these techniques with different expressions to build your factoring skills. Next, you might want to learn about factoring trinomials or the sum of cubes. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more math lessons. NENOMATICA, where mathematics meets YouTube excellence.